Hello, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a love no contact reading for Gemini. So I've already pre-shuffled some oracle cards. I want to take the time to thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your guides, your ancestors, and your crossed over loved ones for guiding me, and hopefully today I can provide you a great message. So let's just hop right into it. So the two oracle cards that popped out is going to be the Lord Ganesh card, and it says infinite abundance, obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. Then we also had this Bridget inner strength card, and it says move back to wholeness, recognize that you have the power. So there is this message here for really you to move away from this belief system of it's not going to work out, and really recognize that there is some sort of obstacle that's being removed around this connection or around this person. And you have the inner strength for you to pull yourself out of whatever you feel like you need to get out of. So there's some sort of rut that you maybe have been experiencing, but you have the power within you. And if you really tap into it and harness this energy, you'll be able to come out on the other side of this and really dive into the emotional lesson that your soul was meant to experience with this person, you know? So I'm getting here, honestly, that like once you shift your perspective regarding this connection and this person, other blessings and new opportunities can come into your life. And a lot of times we've gone through situations in order for us to learn something completely new about ourselves, and that's what I feel here is like has happened, you know. So call on any type of support from your angels, your ancestors, your guides, and like try to shift your perspective in thinking like, oh, this isn't gonna work out, or like we're never gonna be back together. Because when you have this like inner strength and you move back to wholeness within yourself, you allow the universe to bring you something in that is truly meant for you when you start focusing on yourself. It's kind of like this universal calling where it's like where it's like what you think about, you bring about. And if your energy is focused so much on somebody else, it causes friction in your life, and you are not able to receive blessings that are truly meant for you because you're so worried about other people's like energy instead of tuning in and tapping into yourself. And then when you're in a feel-good space, other things that are of that same vibration can come into your life. Interesting. Very interesting. One more card, then we'll go further. Card for Gemini. Okay, perfect. All right. So we had the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Star card here. Okay. So the Ten of Swords is all about clearly somebody being stabbed in the back, and tens in the tarot represent a cycle, some sort of ending and completion that is honestly for the betterment of your own life. So I don't know if you ended it with this person or they ended it with you. This is a no contact reading, so clearly there maybe have been mild forms of communication, but for the most part you guys aren't in each other's energy right now. And this ending caused one person a lot of satisfaction and fulfillment, and it caused another person a lot of hurt and sadness, you know. So the Nine of Cups is all about like enjoyment and success and emotional fulfillment, and it's like either you with this person, once things ended, it's almost like they felt like a weight was lifted off their shoulders and their chest, and they started, either you or them started to become like emotionally satisfied in life and secure, and was able to start pouring back into yourself or themselves here. So the Star card is all about hope and healing and this like renewed sense of self here. And it's also Aquarius energy, so maybe you have that in your chart or you're dealing with an Aquarius. And then we also had like the Page of Pentacles on the other side of the table. We have the Four of Pentacles here and the Six of Swords. Okay, so this is all about once this connection ended and there was this hope and healing and like renewed sense of self energy, there was a new manifestation that was able to come into fruition, a new job, a new career shift. But it's like somebody was still holding on to something that like really wasn't for them. So like this is the universe wanting to bring in a new opportunity, and this is somebody who is still holding on to their financial like resources, but take it as it resonates. So either you were holding on to a career or this person was holding on to a career and not seeing that if you were able to release things, there would be a renewed sense of self and financial security. And then the Six of Swords here is all about somebody who's moving away. They're moving away and embarking on a new journey from choppy waters to something much more calm. So clearly this ending allowed for either you or this person to have this new perspective on life and itself, and financial opportunities were presenting itself because this energy was cleared. And there's new adventure that things like either you or this person is ready to embark on a new adventure, you know. And because of this like inner strength card, for some reason I really feel like this is you, like you're ready to like leave whatever happened in the past and embark in a completely like new direction. And what I will say to this is that like we all have to experience very specific lessons and times in our life, and sometimes it's not the greatest experience. A lot of times it's something that is like really traumatic and super low blow, but when you come out of this like pit, you skyrocket and ascend into a different frequency with a new tool in your tool belt. So you learned this like skill, and now you're able to utilize that skill in whatever else life throws at you. It's like another preparation for the next situation. So just always keep that in mind, that like, you know, there's an obstacle that's being removed here from this situation, but the lesson in all of this is truly like the golden nugget, and the thing to take with you while you embark on a new journey. So let's go a little deeper. Okay, so we have the Devil card and the Chariot here. But the Devil card was in reverse and the Chariot was upright. So, oh, and we got one more. Okay. And, oh, 2 cards. The Queen of Cups upright and the 6 of Wands in reverse. So, okay. There is this detachment energy that is being presented here, and some sort of release of limiting beliefs. So maybe being with this person, either you or them felt like you weren't good enough, you didn't make enough money, you weren't smart enough. There was some sort of I was not this enough, and that limiting belief is starting to slowly drift away. And there is some sort of new journey, because the Chariot is also all about embarking on something entirely new and regaining like this personal strength and control and like willpower to move into a different victory, you know. And it's like all about having the success in the next stage in your life. And so I feel as if though this next stage in your life is being brought into fruition because you were able to release yourself of self-limiting beliefs and whatever negative connotation and vibe that this like relationship like put on you, you know. And then it's paired with the Queen of Cups here, and the Queen of Cups is somebody who embarks like emotional fulfillment, and she is very stable and intuitive and caring, you know, has a lot of compassion for people. So I feel like this is how you're gonna start feeling now in your life, you know. You're gonna start feeling like softening to your heart again and being open to new experiences, you know. And it's like spiritually you moved away from this like tragedy and this like negative situation, and now you're able to kind of bring kindness and softness to the rest of the things that like are going to be presented to you in the future. Because I feel like there was a lot of disappointment and maybe like a lack of confidence that was instilled upon you, and disappointment. But all of this energy is being released now, which is truly amazing. Like there is some sort of like new awakening within yourself that is allowing you to let go of this like lack of confidence and self-limiting beliefs that you had or that was like placed on you. And sometimes when we're with people, we tend to feel like we compare ourselves to them, especially in like relationships, right? Like if they make more money than you, or if they have better social skills and like more friends and things like that. And sometimes being with people can cause you to have a lot of negative beliefs about yourself, you know. And it's really it's easier said than done, but like, you know, and if you're not in a safe space like with a person, sometimes you can compare yourself constantly and it almost like bogs you down more than you realize. Especially if you feel like you just like aren't equal on a lot of things. And it's like clearly this situation was left in the past for a reason. I don't really see this coming back into fruition, I'm being honest, just because there's so much character building because of this situation and releasing of energy and going towards something new entirely and having more control over your next step of your life, your emotions, and how you feel and view yourself. Well. Okay, if this person could say anything to you, what would they say? Oh, okay. There was one I was already flipped and I didn't even notice it. Okay, you don't know how hard it was to let you go. So I think that is your answer right there. You know, it's like no contact, but they knew that they had to leave you alone. Maybe they saw that you were spiraling, or there was some sort of resentment being presented in the connection, and they had to leave. Maybe they like really hurt you, you know. Maybe they really, really hurt you, and they knew that they had to let you go, or else they would have just continued to be in this energy. But Spirit wants to present you something that is way more fulfilling. So try to stay in a positive mentality. Recognize that what you went through was for the own betterment of your soul development and yourself. It's time to embark on a new journey. Is there any messages? Any last messages, Spirit? This card said, give me some time. It will work. So maybe they feel like they needed to take space, and that you guys are in no contact, and that it will work in the end. But that also could just be like their perspective. At the end of the day, the power is within you, and you have the control whether or not you want to invite somebody back into your energy again. And if you choose to do so, you have this renewed sense of self. You know, tap into your hobbies, make sure you spend time for yourself, you know, really love who you are. That way, whatever anybody else's BS that they're going through and they're hitting at with you, you have this shield of protection because you're safe, secured with yourself, and you love yourself, you know. So maybe they feel like it will work in due time after they get their ish together. And clearly it was really hard for them to let you go. So there was a lot of love on the table. But I see you healing. I see you embarking on something new. As a result, getting new emotional fulfillment and experiences within yourself, love for yourself, and money growing as well. So I wish you the very, very, very best, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.